I still can't get over all the information we received at the Game Awards. Despite all the new information and mysteries to dissect, one stands above all in my opinion, and that's the mystery of Cid and his role in Rebirth. In the short glimpse we got of him, his dialogue seemed a little out of character, wouldn't you say? So I'd like to speculate a few possible roles for our favorite pilot in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And guys, for all future Final Fantasy updates, theories, and other content, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out. So one of the very first things I noticed from the information we received was Cid doesn't have a weapon in his official artwork, unlike Vincent. So either Vincent will actually be playable and we've all been fooled, or only Vincent will accompany us as a guest in combat. You can even see some materia equipped into his weapon, so one of these is bound to be true, but he's most likely a guest in combat. But what about Cid? He has no weapon and he seems somewhat cheerful, or one might even say kind of sleazy. Perhaps he'll be our pilot and only our pilot for Rebirth. Maybe we give him a call when we want to fast travel, and those are really the only interactions we have with him. But the new official art does suggest he'll be a part of the team in some way, shape, or form. Square Enix might be saving his character development for Part 3, and if that's the case, we might not even visit Rocket Town until Part 3. Does he still work for Shinra during the events of Rebirth? And is he kinda Aerith because he knows she's wanted by Shinra? There are so many questions surrounding his actions in the newest trailer. Maybe his dreams of going to space haven't been crushed yet. Shara says in the original game it's her fault he's the way he is, and that she ruined his dreams. Cid ended up cutting the engines to save her life, and afterwards Shinra cut back the funding to the space program, cancelling future launches. Perhaps he used to be a little more cheerful like we saw in the trailer. Should this be the case, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. In Chapter 16 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, the Palmer hologram mentions future plans are on hold for the space program. So it's possible this information hasn't reached Cid yet, or maybe the plans haven't been fully cancelled. So perhaps the plans officially get cancelled and Cid's dream is crushed in Part 3. We have pretty big narrative moments such as Barrett and Dyne, Aerith's fate, and of course whatever the hell is going on with Zack. So it's likely they wanted to save some character development for Part 3, and I think it's very likely they're saving Cid's development for that purpose. If he still has ties to Shinra in hopes of the space program staying alive, it's possible he's still working with them and knows about Aerith. Now, the character description does say he flies Cloud & Co. around the globe, so either he's not trying to deceive the party, or he severs ties with Shinra during Rebirth. Or, I'm overthinking this and he's just some pilot that gives us rides. But what if he merely stumbled upon the wanted poster of Aerith and wanted the reward? That's a pretty asshole move, but Aerith and everyone else are complete strangers, so maybe he just doesn't give a shit and wants the money to fund the rocket himself. If he's aware of the space program's funding issues, he probably saw that reward money and thought it could help bring his dream to fruition. Just look at the way he says Aerith's name. It's almost as if he's like, oh shit, it's her, play it cool, play it cool. And then he offers to help. And once he has them on the tiny Bronco, he's like, heh, fuck yeah, 500k, here I come. Maybe once they're on the tiny Bronco, someone in the party will spot the wanted poster and ultimately cause the tiny Bronco to crash. Or maybe it's not even about the reward money. In the original game, he says his last hope is to talk to the president. Maybe he thinks if he brings Aerith in, he'll get what he wants. Honestly, I'm thinking of some wild shit they can do with Cid, and this will actually lead to a pretty good redemption arc for him. Overall, there are a lot of questions surrounding Cid, and I'm intrigued to learn more about him. Since it's likely they'll save his character development for Part 3, honestly, I feel like any of these scenarios are possible. What do you guys think of Cid's weird dialogue? Do you think it's something as simple as like a change of attitude for modern day audiences? Or do you think there's something much deeper going on? If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and please consider subscribing. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.